What's so funny? Hey, everybody. We're going to read Justice League Unlimited number 6 today. I saw someone say they don't... Oh, help. I don't remember when the streams happen. They happen at noon on Wednesdays and Thursdays, for sure, unless something weird happens, with Ted and Maddie, respectively. And but I occasionally do one on Tuesdays, and they're always at noon Pacific time. I'm going to change this to green. This is a Green Lantern heavy issue today. Let's be green boys. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm having some issues. I barely got started on time because for some reason I feel like I sound really quiet, especially compared to normal. So I don't know. If I'm really quiet, let me know. But yeah, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are the primary streams. Maddie also does timeline streams on Saturdays. Those are in the evenings. You can always know when the streams are happening if you're subscribed to the YouTube channel and have notifications on. Then your phone will just tell you, hey, they're live, LOL. But yeah, I am only doing these when I can on Tuesdays. I'm kind of on a every other week-ish thing right now, depending on when the baby allows me to do these, when I have a babysitter over, a grandparent to watch the child, etc. So yeah, this is me. We're going to be reading Justice League Unlimited number 6. We're only 6 issues into Justice League Unlimited. We read all of the Justice League Adventures issues already. Those are on the Pod Tower channel. Again, I cannot link to it in the chat because when we do these multi-chat or multi-platform streams, there's no chat on my window for some reason. So if someone wants to paste the Pod Tower link in there, cool beans. Otherwise, just search for Pod Tower on YouTube. You'll find it. Anybody saying anything about sounds okay to me? Yeah, okay. One person said sounds okay to me, so I'm just gonna go with this volume. Let's see here. Batman to Watchtower. Yes, that is it. Hey, that second comment section is new. I'm actually not sure why the chat looked like that on that page. I don't think I changed it to that, but maybe I did. I just don't remember. Why is everyone laughing at you? Good point. Good question. I'm not sure. You wouldn't understand. Yeah. That is completely fair. The JLU cover art looks so goofy. Yeah, they use this art for the kind of collection paperback. Well, I think it's maybe one of the digests that recently came out. I don't think there's been actually official Justice League Unlimited collection volume releases at all. Thank you, Adam, for posting the Pod Tower link. Okay, so yeah, how is Batman flying? I don't know. Maybe Superman is like really quickly holding him up and then posing for the photo and then holding him again. And you're just seeing the one frame that he's not holding him. He's about to fall because he can't fly at all, as we know. This issue was written by Adam Beechin. The first handful of these, I don't know how far into the JLU comic it'll go, with Adam Beechin being the writer, but so far all of the issues have been Adam Beechin. You'll probably know his name from the Batman Beyond Earth 12 comics. But he's written a ton of these so far. Drawn by Carlo Barberi. Again, also the same kind of deal. He's been the artist for the first few of these. I'm not sure when the team up stops. I wasn't aware. The Justice League Adventures comic went back and forth so much with who was writing, who was drawing. So far, this is kind of more. This JLU comic is almost more like Gotham Adventures or Batman Adventures Volume 2 or whatever, in that it's like the same two guys on it for the foreseeable future. I'm not sure. Did you guys just hear a good job, Robin? If not, it's very frustrating because I cannot figure out why the sound does not come through other than me hearing it. I can hear it every time. All of the settings are are on to where you... No, you couldn't. Awesome. Wow. All the settings are on to where you should be able to hear that, and it's just not happening for some reason. So I wish I could figure it out, but I never can. But yeah, we're going to read through this twice, as we always do. First time just reading it, and then second time we're going to be taking notes on everything ever. Any characters to appear, any locations and objects being things that are necessary. I'm not going to write down pink house, blue house, yellow house, etc. I'm just going to write down like batarangs, utility belt, Green Lantern's power ring will probably be a player in this one. I read ahead a little bit. This is a Green Lantern heavy issue. Anything that sticks out as obviously not canon to the cartoons, something that contradicts the continuity enough to where we can be like, okay, maybe this issue does not work. The whole entire point of taking all of these notes is that I was going to do it anyway, and you guys just get to be along for the ride, because why not? Why not make content out of it? These are for future timeline videos, future Will It Canon videos, all that kind of stuff. Yes, there will be many future Will It Canon videos. A lot of people got the impression that the most recent Will It Canon on Batman The Adventures Continue was the finale to Will It Canon, and that is not the case. There will be many more wicks. Any reference to in-show events, if they talk about Starcrossed or they talk about a specific episode or something that happened in an episode. Any references to time, passage of time, or times on a clock and all that kind of stuff. Characters that appeared or that have concrete origins. We can, Supergirl, we saw her origin in an episode, so if she's there, then obviously it takes place after that episode. That kind of thing. Pop culture references, weather, and then anything else that stands out as interesting. So this is Justice League Unlimited. Hard to see my keyboard past the microphone a little bit. Number 6. I'm going to guess this is... Oh, no. Yeah, so April 2005. What is the title? I just put it up there. Into the Dimming Light, I think it's called. We'll find out together in a minute. Oh my god, cannot type. All right. You know who made it. You know what we're doing. Let's get into it. Uninvolved observers. Yes. Alexandra, I'm not sure. I don't speak whatever language you were trying to say, but your comment was held for review. I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it again, but I don't know what you're saying, and I'm sorry. Just wanted to stop by and say hi. Can't stay because of work. Hi, Cameo. Bye, Cameo. Did Cyborg ever make it to the DCAU? Not technically. Not part of, actual canon or whatever. There was another good job, Robin, that you didn't get to hear. I gotta, take an hour or so to figure this out, apparently. But anyway, yeah, Cyborg was, he had a JLU action figure, and he is in a lot of the Capstone books. I look over there because my entire bookshelf is covered in Capstone books. I don't know if any of you have been keeping up with my Capstone DCAU book collection via Twitter. Every time that I get a couple more in the mail, I'll take a picture of it, post them with a little check mark, checking them off the list. I'm down to only 4 that I don't have out of 200. And once once I have all of them, they're just going to keep coming out with more and more. These are kids books. They're aimed at ages, I don't know, I want to say 8 to 12 kind of range. But they're all using DCAU character designs, DCAU story influences. And a lot of the time they will include Cyborg or Hal Jordan or any number of other tertiary characters that make sense to be in the DCAU but never were there, or are just using a design from something else that's in the Tim style and all that kind of stuff. Eventually those will all also be getting Will It Canon episodes. Cameo just made a cameo. Yeah, she did. Who will subscribe to my channel? Oh goddamn. Yep. What would that female teenage cyborg have been called. Victoria Stone. I think we are calling her Victoria Stone in Legacies. Spoilers. Cyborg was in the jail pilot, but he was a girl. Yeah, sure. Ironic that a company called Capstone doesn't have a defined stopping point. It's very true. Yeah, they're going to keep coming out with them forever and ever. You can, if you go to, maybe Adam can paste this link too. If you go to bit.ly/DCAU books, you can see my entire spreadsheet list of every DCAU book ever. I'm still adding coloring books to it because those are dubiously difficult to track down and figure out which is which and all that kind of stuff. But every novel, every, picture book, every little kid book, every adaptation, every so many, just go look at them. There's so much. bit.ly/DCAU books. Go check that out. Let's read this comic, man. Hurry! We got to get down to Boston. Wake me up, middle of a perfectly good dream. It's probably about Black Canary. Teleporter, execute coordinates. 42 degrees, 21 minutes latitude, 71 degrees, 5 minutes latitude. Slept 4 hours in the last 3 days. Don't supervillains take vacations? Swear we need a union. Make it mandatory. Superheroes get 8 hours of sleep a night, or... Hey, Lantern. Wham! Is that a friend of yours? Arrow, tornado, fire. That's the third character. Fire! Back them off. With pleasure, Lantern. If I can't be sleeping, I might as well be... Uh-oh. Gee, sure glad I invented a tear gas arrow. Okay, hang on. Ready, andale, there. Oh! I thought ready was also supposed to be Spanish, Portuguese, whatever she speaks, and I was like, what in the world does that mean? Zabar, can you hear me? Are you all right? Honored Zabar, can you hear me? Terran language. Am I in Sector 2814? The Triptych. The Triptych? Is that the name of the creatures attacking you? What do you know about them? How can we stop them? Do not let them touch hands. Crack-a-boom. I am not about to let you guys high-five again. So let's say you take a break from each other. Stay down, Honored One. Recover your strength. The Triptych have been separated and dispersed. You tell me to stay down? I wore the ring before your sun was lit. This is a crisis, Brother Lantern. You and your servants will defer to me. Yes, Zabar. Servants? Time and again I have thought them defeated, only to have them return with new schemes and new evil. I.e., sounds like the Joker, or Luthor, or Darkseid, or Captain Boomerang. They attacked me in my home sector, thinking me too aged to defend myself or the worlds under my protection, though their power has seemingly increased to the point where I could not defeat them unless properly prepared. I managed to lead them away from my sector. Oh my god, this is doing a number in my throat. It's always my fault. What am I supposed to do? Not do a voice? I will locate them. Await my orders. Of course, Honored Zabar. What's the deal here? Who's the geezer who thinks we're your kitchen help? He's a legend, Arrow. Zabar was one of the first Green Lanterns. He served for millennia. Elder Lanterns speak of him with awe, but I thought he had retired. It looks like he should have a long time ago. Am I really not too quiet? I feel like I can't hear myself at all. I'm gonna bump up the voice a little bit. All right. It looks like he should have a long time ago. Oh boy. Green Arrow's assessment is accurate. Zabar's extreme age seems to have left him no match for his enemies. Meaning?
The sensible course is for us to assume the primary role in defeating the alien attackers. My vortex powers, Fire's mastery of heat and flame, Green Arrow's marksmanship, and your own power ring should be sufficient to the cause.
Hal Jordan's body. See, we don't need Vovo Lanterna ordering us around. We'll handle the triptych. You want me to tell Zabar to stand down against his arch foes? You don't understand. His experience, his knowledge. I could never tell him to let us take over. Why not? You never have any trouble ordering us around. Don't let the fact that you don't want to embarrass the old-timer get in the way of making the smart decision. That has nothing to do with it. Zabar has fought them before. He knows them. If he wants us to listen to him, we listen. Brother Lantern, I have located the triptych. They come from the direction of your sun, approaching at high velocity. Tell your servants that the triptych are genetically enhanced. They adapt to combat opponents. Make sure they know the triptych can fly. Tell Velho Conservador we can understand him just fine, gracias. The triptych also has great strength, and when they come together,
they can generate concussive blasts.
Yes, concussive blasts. Oh my god. Having felled you once with such a blast, they will strike in group formation once more. I will remain here as bait. You four take higher ground. When they attack me, you will surprise them. Tell you what, why don't you find a rocking chair and we will execute your plan, Honored Zabar. Take your positions. Great one. Why are you not on higher ground as I ordered? The triptych will be here soon. Zabar, I had heard you'd agreed to relinquish your ring to find a worthy successor from your sector. I heard your servants, Brother Lantern. They think I am old and incapable. I have heard many others whisper the same things. They see only my body, not my will. And my will, which powers my ring, is not old. I shall serve the Guardians as long as I am able. None shall tell me when it is my time to stop. Now find higher ground. The triptych approaches. Any sign of the triptych? Green Arrow? Picture yourself at 70, still thinking you can knock the arrows as good as ever against bad guys less than half your age. Would you want anyone to tell you when to hang up your bow? This isn't about my future, pal. This is about today, and keeping the people in this city from being stomped by aliens, because you're too scared to be honest and tell your big hero that he can't cut it anymore. The Guardians give out rings to those who have guts. That old guy down there may still think he's a teenager, but I don't question his courage. I'm questioning yours. Whoa! Arrow! Thum. I hope I've got a parachute arrow here somewhere. Yow, nice save. Where are the other two stooges? Who's saying this? Who is saying this? Okay, I don't know. Aha, found their own... Oh, is Green Arrow saying this? Aha, found their own dance partners, I see. It's a smart tactic. They know Zabar can't beat them on his own, so they're eliminating his support. And we split up, making it that much easier for them. The triptych did not attack me, but always before they... No matter, my comrades have need of me, and I shall... My ring. What? Must have forgotten to recharge it, but there is still enough energy for me to summon my power battery, recite the oath, and recharge it now. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall... Come on, vamonos! Everybody, let's go! Come on, let's get to it! I know that we can do it! Where are we going? Dora the Explorer. Let me show you how we keep things hot in Brazil. Oh, boom. Escape! No evil shall escape my sight. Let those who...
I suggest you surrender. Great strength is useless against the power of the winds I can project. Error.
I have to drop you off if I'm going to be able to fight this alien. I won't argue. Bring it on, boys. Mama Arrow's little boy is ready for you. Crack, crack, crack. Whack, whack, whack. Zabar, do something. I can't. My ring. Then tell me how to stop them. I don't remember. Zabar, you must remember. They're going to destroy my friends with their blast. Their blast. Enclose their blast. Brother Lantern, enclose their blast. Everyone okay? Bumped and bruised, but better than those idiotas.
What happened?
What happened is that I failed. I failed the Guardians, failed my brother Lantern, and nearly doomed us all. Come on, old-timer. I know we gave you a rough time, but it's not that bad, is it? The good guys did win. Not because of my actions. I know now the whispers have been true. I will accept my shame and relinquish my ring. Honored one, there is no shame in relinquishing the ring. There is honor in passing on the ring to a worthy successor. As you say, but my life is over. I have known nothing else but being a lantern. Then remain one, be a teacher, find your successor, then return to Oa. Tell the younger lanterns of your experiences. Continue your service to the universe. You are wise beyond your years, Brother Lantern, and your comrades are warriors as brave as any in our corps. I shall do as you suggest. Brother Lantern, will you accompany me on my final mission and my return to Oa? Zabar, it would be an honor, but there is one last duty to perform. Oh God, how am I supposed to do this? In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Try to do both voices at once. Let those who worship evil's might beware of my power. Green Lantern's light. End. How's that for an ending to the comic? Whew. Okay, well that one actually felt pretty good. In terms of, not my throat, but in terms of continuity and just like the style of story, it felt very much like an episode we might have seen. Let's go back, let's go way on back when. Let's go look at things that you've been saying in the chat. Okay. Rebecca Victoria Stone. If Dwayne was still alive, I'd want him to create an animated sitcom based on his childhood a la Life with Louie. That could be fun. Good news, Boston's real. Yeah. It was Portuguese. Okay. I kind of thought so. I just couldn't remember. Yeah, Brazilian. Yeah. Black Canary's favorite arrow is the seismic. Hey now. So that's how you spell Andale. Yeah. I kind of didn't know that either. If I was Ollie, I'd have tightening tights every second. Yeah, all right. Is anyone here watching the Nintendo Direct? No, but I watched E3. Stuff looks good. The end. What's my Twitter? DCAU Watchtower, man. I wonder if other Lantern Corps exist within the DCAU. Watch our Green Lantern history video on the channel. We go into that just a little bit. Hey, fellow DCAU lovers. Hey, Chris Anderson. That's one hell of a synonym for old man. I don't remember what the thing was. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Why are all the Green Lanterns wearing the same costume in the DCAU? It started out that way. John Stewart was wearing essentially the same uniform as Kyle Rayner when he showed up in Superman, and then when they showed the other Green Lanterns in the second episode and the rest of Justice League, they were all wearing the same costume too. I think it's supposed to, it's the Green Lantern Corps. It's the uniform. But in Justice League Unlimited and Fatal 5 and all that stuff, past Justice League. Good job, Robin. they kind of all have their own unique uniforms. I also like how Zabar here has the kind of more old school, like Hal Jordan looking uniform. That was a neat choice since he's been around a lot longer. So this is why I'm partially tempted by the prospect of a full-blown Teamiverse resurrection, because there's still so many characters, elements, and storylines from the comics to utilize. Yes, there's a lot of subscribers happening right now. From the latest couple videos are doing really well, so I'm happy to see that happening pretty often. When I was 17, from January to February, I was mega depressed. Then came the glorious month, March 2020. Are you saying that made it better, Tom? I hope it made it better. I hope you're doing okay. Aussie Dragoon, they mostly do in the comics too, but in the return, they all got individual. Yes. Theory, the flu vaccine Warren McGinnis thought he was taking is probably the COVID-19 vaccine. Yep, we all have little Bruce Wayne DNA in us, if you know what I'm saying. Not remotely what I meant. JL, the best cartoon I remember from my childhood. Correct. Always love hearing the effort you put into the voices, just dropping in before going back out for a haircut. Bye, Matt, if you're still here. Thanks. But I'm also hesitant because modern Bruce, Tim, and Paul Dini aren't firing on all cylinders like in the old days, plus Andre Romano and Alan Burnett retired. I agree it would not be exactly the same. We talked about this in our Batman the Animated Series revival video a couple months ago about if they're going to bring any of that stuff back, bring in new blood, like the Eric Carrasco types that are gonna, they grew up with these shows, they know the characters inside and out. Yeah, do that. They see only my body, my rippled model-like body. Yeah. Imagine James making DCAU toys. It would be horrible because I have no idea how to make a toy. None of them would be a yellow bat suit. Zabar is Chad. Reminds me a little of the Arrow Lantern run. Always love seeing those two team up. My ward is a junkie? Yeah. Tornado Kenyo was Red Tornado just vaporized? Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think he's at the end of the comic, right? He didn't just die. I think they just, no, he's, I'm pointing to the screen. He's down there at the bottom in the final panel. He just got hurt a lot, I guess. Yeah, he's here at the end. Yes, of course. Okay, and the question must be asked, why did John feel the need to specifically wake up Ollie for this mission in the first place? Yeah. I don't remember at the start if he says he knew what was going on or if there was just available membership or something. Australia mode activated. Perfect, James. It's that all? That was so short. Yeah, I mean, the issues are 20-something pages. Yeah. In blackest day and blackest night, no topic shall escape my sight. Something that rhymes is Green Lantern. Yeah. You gotta have a drum corps championship ring to say it correctly. Do you have something to share the entire timeline so I can see it all in order? We do not have the entire timeline at this point, unfortunately. We have a good amount of it. We have Static Shock, Justice League Unlimited, and Batman Beyond figured out, basically, and all the movies. And then just a bunch of smatterings of all the other things. The other shows that I didn't say are harder to figure out. I mean, Zeta's not that hard to figure out, but we'll be doing that one. But the Batman and Superman cartoons are the harder ones to figure out because they weren't thinking about continuity at the time they were making those. They were just making episodes, so there's not a lot of references to other things or like placements of times and all the other stuff that you would use to make the timeline is a lot scarcer in those. But you can, who has that? Safe Tricks. Sorry if I said that wrong. You can find the DCAU timeline so far video. It's the Vanishing Point finale. It was a show we did a couple years ago. That has everything that we have so far of the timeline in it. I wonder if the Yellow Bat suit is a Yellow Lantern suit. That has been the biggest theory in the comments of that video since it came out. Zabars and Stewarts are not exactly the same. Another gray. So sick of seeing them in science fiction, so overused, albeit one with blue skin. I guess you're talking about Zabar being a gray alien. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't look exactly like typical stuff. Hi, by the way. Hi, Amy. Good impression of Manny. Thanks. All you have to do is talk really loud, and it's Manny. I'm sorry, Manny. I assume he got short-circuited or something. Yeah, I assumed it was just a uniform. Yep. Do you think they throw a dice when deciding who is to join the main jail member on this month's mission? I think it's just whoever's hanging around the watchtower, but who knows? Unless they need a specific person. I meant, what have you uncovered as of now? Yes, that video that I mentioned. My Junkies Award? This is Zeta Stream now. Are you happy? Yeah. I saw a theory on Reddit that the TNBA bat suit is on display in Batman Beyond because the artist didn't intend to redesign Batman's suit for JLTAS. I mean, that's not really a theory. That's accurate. Why would they know that? Yeah. But then again, the TNBA suit and the Justice League suit are the same suit, so it doesn't matter. Wasn't there a Batman Beyond comic where Terry's mom dated a splicer? Maybe. Maddie's been going through those. I'm not super familiar or remember all the stories from those. He's going through those on his Saturday timeline streams, which are also up on the Pod Tower channel. Don't remind me of the Vanishing Point finale. It makes me cry. Yeah, I know. I cannot watch the last 5 minutes of that without crying as well. I don't think any of us can. Which is your favorite Static Shock episode? Ooh. I'm going to be basic and say the ones that have Batman in them. There are a lot of good Static Shock episodes in retrospect. Like, I just rewatched it all the way through. I think for the first time, like, beginning to end on purpose. In 2018, 2017, something like that. And it was like the show that I watched at work on lunch breaks. And it holds up. There's a lot of good, very poignant episodes. Obviously a lot of kind of cornball, cheesy episodes also, but, it's hard to not compare it to JLU, BTAS, all that. The best of the best of the DCAU, sir, with honors. But I'm just a sucker for the crossover episodes. They're awesome. I think everyone likes those. Static in Africa is good. The other one, back in Africa. The Shebang episodes, the Rubber Band Man episodes, good stuff. Okay, Red Tornado should have had a Spotlight episode. Such a fun character wasted. I don't think he was wasted necessarily. He had a good handful of moments. Sui comes to mind, and also in Great Brain Robbery. And then that whole thing in Panic in the Sky where all the wind dragons are like, and he's just standing there. That's a good Red Tornado moment. A gray alien? A gray alien. You got him. Which is your favorite? Oh, I had said this already. I meant the authors. Do they just throw it? Oh, yeah. Who knows? Yes, Terry's mom dated a splicer. I remember Maddie going through it and the many, many foul jokes made. I saw a theory on Reddit that Bruce Timm had something to do with beaches. Yeah, I think so. Maybe. Which awful episodes of the DCAU do you like? I like how your first example is Warworld, when I famously hate Warworld. God, I don't know. I mean, I didn't hate or dislike Critters at all. It just wasn't one that I went back to. But since Maddie has brought it to my attention as a really good episode of Batman, I do really like that one now. And God, I don't know. There's not a lot of. I don't really even consider the worst episode. I'm not a huge fan of the Forgotten BTAS episode where he loses his memory. The Alfred flying the Bat-Wing stuff in that episode is good, but the rest is just kind of boring. But I don't know, ones that are traditionally bad that I actually like. I don't know. I couldn't say. I don't hate Unity. Unity is for some reason everyone's go-to, oh, Unity's stupid and bad and terrible. I never saw it any worse than any other Superman episode. I mean, Superman's Pal is a pretty dumb episode of Superman, but I'm kind of going off the rails here. Would anyone want a Batman season 4 with Blight returning in a Batman Beyond live action movie? So we just did a crossover episode of the Above and Batman Beyond podcast. Their 100th episode is coming up, so that's coming this Sunday, the 20th. As long as everything goes well with his editing and everything. We talked about what kind of Batman Beyond movies we would like to see, and that was my pitch or whatever. I didn't really have much of an idea in mind, but I really do want to see a proper Blight. Good job, Robin. A proper Bright finale, because I feel like I think I said this on the podcast. Is like Blight's final episode. I know he comes back in the tie-in comics afterward, but even that's not a great finale to me. His final episode is just like, where are you on my boat? You're on my boat, I know it. And Batman's like, here I am on your boat. And then the boat sinks. Like, all this character that's built up to be like Terry's Joker, his arch nemesis, and he's just over in the first season too. That's a lot of bull. Very true. Good job, Robin, for saying that line in Critters. I despise Unity. Well, cheesier. Okay. Was there a winner for the green screen contest? There wasn't, because nobody did one that I liked very much. Though the best one was one that Maddie did, and I didn't want to award Maddie a t-shirt or something, because, you know, he can get his own gosh darn t-shirt. If you want to do one, and you got to impress me, you got to make me laugh, you got to do something funny. I don't like Underdwellers, but I think The Forgotten is a decent episode. Forgotten had a better concept than execution. I agree with that. Tim said he actually liked Unity. That's fine. Cool. Yeah, because I do too. Superman's pal has only ever caused problems for me specifically. And me. Those were cool scenes. I just wish Tornado had actually received character focus. Yeah, I mean, we got him. We got Young Justice episodes all about him, so at least there's that eventually. I know you're on my boat. I'm on your boat. Like if you lick if you cry, ever Tim. I can impress you. Makes a funny joke. Okay. Let's go back through the issue again. I don't know why I closed out of the chat, because I gotta see it as we're going. We're gonna go back through, take notes on everything, and then we're gonna stop this. Okay, so we have the Watchtower, and we have Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Fire, and Red Tornado. Let's see, longitude and latitude. I wonder if there's a Google thing where you can just type them in or something. Oh, I don't know how to do this. Degrees, minutes, and seconds. Okay, so, oh my god. Degrees and decimal minutes? I mean, he doesn't say seconds, so I just want to find out where they're going. So let's do this. Where is it saying this is anyway? Probably Google headquarters or something. Oh my god. What is this? Where am I? Barcelona. All right. Well, let's find out where they went. 42 degrees. 21 minutes latitude. 21. And then 71 degrees, 5 minutes latitude. 71 degrees, 5 minutes latitude. Where did they go? Oh, where is this? Oh, what? That can't be right. Blight should have returned in a big way. Yeah, I agree. What's my favorite DCAU book? There are so many, I don't have one yet, but I'm sure I'll have one by the time that I finish doing all the Willet cannons on them. Fire must feel left out not having a color in her name. Where's the green screen competition thing? It's on the channel. There's a video, maybe 15, 16 videos back, called You Know What to Do, and it's just me on a green screen. And then the thing I say, you'll win a t-shirt or something like that. Question, does Randy Rogel still have the Bane thing? I am pretty sure he does, yes. We've emailed him, or I've emailed him to follow up on him giving us other scripts that he has. He has a handful of scripts that he used to get the job on BTAS that he still has that aren't technically lost episodes, but they are written by him about Batman, so it's kind of like the same thing. And I want those because I want to do videos on him, and I'm pretty sure the Bane script is among that. Even more boats that Terry has to find him on. Yep. All you DCAU lovers are infected by continuity issues. Luckily, I have the solution. Blow it up. Blow it all up. Or you have the script that he was telling you about. Yeah. Okay, so I have to type it differently, I guess. 42.21 and 71.5. Oops. 0.5. God, I did it wrong again. This one, right? Oh, it's the same. I think it's the same thing I just did. Nope, it's not. Okay, where the hell? It'd be hilarious if Derek Powers revealed he was a boat addict. Like, just obsessed with them. Yeah. Okay, so I guess if this is correct, if this is really where they went, then they're in Kyrgyzstan. So, okay. If coordinates are correct. Kyrgyzstan. There we go. Good job, Robin. Okay, anyway, that took way too long. Red Tornado, Fire, Green Arrow, we got all that stuff. Okay. They'll tell us the names here in a second. Zabar. Have you ever seen BTAS in Spanish? I have seen some clips, but never a full episode. I'm going to do the green screen thing now. Send it on the Discord. I'm a win or I'm a failure. Or where do I send the green? It wasn't specified. You could tag us on Twitter at DCAU Watchtower. I'll see it more likely there. I suppose they might use another coordinate system. That's possible. Or it just works different in the DCAU. Yeah, who knows? I mean, it's not impossible that we never see any civilians. We never really see much at all besides the destruction, the fights going on. So, triptych. Okay. The triptych. Whoop. Triptych. Sun is setting right outside my window, so I'm getting blasted by yellow directly into my eye holes. Don't look at the sun, Amy! That's not where you look. I've never liked Bane, any version. Boring villain with a stupid, obvious weakness. He does get defeated the same way every time. Except for Dark Knight Rises. Imagine Earth 2 Watchtower where this is a Super Friends channel. The video isn't crunchy anymore. Was there Was there some weird lag or something? Test who is Bruno Diaz, Ricardo Tapia, and Alfredo. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. Okay, this stuff. Good job, Robin. Sounds like the Joker. Okay, so we got the Joker mentioned. Lex Luthor mentioned. Darkseid mentioned. Captain Boomerang mentioned. That was a weird like, oh, villains that have come back time and time again. Yeah, Joker, Lex Luthor, Darkseid, Captain Boomerang, all just the same level of villain. They attacked me in my home sector. Okay, so I don't think that Zabar exists outside of the DCAU. I think he's specific to DCAU. So now this is Zabar DCAU, but I don't think there's any other version. Zabaro, nope. Okay, so we don't know what his home sector actually is. I was gonna write it down if we did. Man, I'm so glad that DC Universe has these high resolution digital versions of the comics, that we're not just reading scans of the physical comics, because like you can see this is the same, you know, panel here, but it's much lower quality, much, you know, scanned from a book. Okay, Geezer. He served for millennia. Okay, so Zabar has served with the Green Lantern Corps for millennia. Just looking for other things to write down. Green Lantern's gloves are green, not canon. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, nothing on that page. They have come from the direction of your son. Okay. Your son, Warhawk. Spoilers. Tell your servants that the triptych are genetically enhanced. Velo Conservador. Velo Conservador. Maybe that's what you were talking about as a... Oh, that's a subtle insult or whatever. What are you guys talking about? Most adaptations don't get Bane. Answer Bruce Wayne, Dick Grayson, and Alfred test thing. I don't know what test. What are you talking about? I'm sorry. I'm familiar with how Bane is in the comics. Don't like him there either. I remember in Mystery of the Batwoman, Bane breaks an alloy despite his venom tube being cut, and he breaks Batman's ribs, the closest thing in the DCAU to a broken bat. I guess Fire doesn't have any villains herself, or they just stay in prison. She's good in Secret Six, and he is good. Yeah. I also like him in Forever Evil Arkham is a pretty good Bane story. Taking over Arkham. He's very imposing there. I like it when he's more of a mastermind. He's smart. He's not just a big, strong guy. You ever, good job, Robin. You ever notice how you never see Captain Boomerang and Darkseid in the same room? Good point, good point. Which Robin from mainstream would you like to see? In the DCAU, we've seen all of them at this point except Damian, and I don't need to see Damian. Good job, Robin. Here's a what-if scenario. What if Warner Brothers or DC made DCAU audio stores a la Big Finish's Doctor Who? I don't know what Big Finish's Doctor Who is. I'm sorry. But I would definitely... Oh, stories. Oh, I see. Yeah, that'd be fun. There are a handful of book on tape kind of books. I don't have those ones yet, but I will. I will. Just blow my mind. JLU is probably the weakest comic run of the DCAU comics. Surprising this continues, and the Batman Adventures Volume 2 did not. I mean, I liked this issue, but yeah, I kind of agree that the JLU comic is a little just kind of, it just happens. It's probably because the show was so successful. But, you know, I mean, Batman Adventures Volume 2 was canceled because of the Batman strikes. Tie-in comic doesn't really have anything to do with the comparing the qualities with this one, but I get you. Not all that fond of Ra's al Ghul either. Whenever Bruce fights him, it feels like he's been thrown into an Indiana Jones movie. But that's cool. JL stuff aside, I prefer Bats in Gotham doing his own stories. I like the Indiana Jones Batman stuff. Good job, Robin. Then read the prelude to Nightfall if you like smart Bane, James. Yes, that's a good one too. Twist Damien was actually the first Robin. Oh, okay. Which artist from the DCAU comics do you like the most? Min S.Q. or Ty Templeton? Big Finish are an audio drama company that have made hundreds of Doctor Who stories. Cool. I've tried to watch Doctor Who a couple of times. I can never get into it. And I apologize if that makes me less of a good person to you. Do you think a 3 Jokers story would be cool in DCAU with B-Task Joker, TMBA Joker, and Justice League Joker? Yeah, but I don't know how it could really work with continuity. It would be fun to see. Do you like the Earth 12 comics? Even though I do, most of them, especially the Kyle Higgins stuff. In general, is a fun read, but it bugs me that it's just barely. It just doesn't work. I wish it worked with DCAU. I wish it was more DCAU, but it wanted to be. All right. Triptych. I'm gonna write down Green Lantern Power Ring. Okay, and then we have Guardians are mentioned. Guardians of Oa mentioned. Okay. Guardians give out rings to those who have guts. Okay, Green Arrow and Green Lantern were about to get into a big argument, and then just kidding, there's a bad guy and they never talk about it again. Okay. Power battery. Green Lantern power battery. Which comic is your favorite New 52 era? I really like the New 52 Flash first volume. That's a good one. Ted suggested that one to me as it was coming out. Francis Manipool, really good artist. What are your thoughts on Batman Beyond not getting any live action love? I'm sure it'll happen at some point. Good job, Robin. I'm sure it'll happen at some point. Everyone wants the whole Michael Keaton as old Bruce Wayne thing. That would be fun, but if that doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It doesn't really bother me that there's not a Batman Beyond live action movie. Not everything has to be adapted. It doesn't make it any more valid or what have you. The cartoon will always still exist. It's the only major character that has so far evaded the big screen. Seems Warner Brothers is letting go of a good opportunity. I think it would have been a better opportunity 15 years ago. But of course he's still popular. Which ship do you prefer, Wonder Bat or Wonder Soups? I prefer Wonder Bat, as Wonder Soups is just force out. Yeah, definitely. Superman has Lois Lane. He doesn't need Wonder Woman. Give them time. It'll happen soon. Wish we'd finally get a sympathetic Killer Croc in something outside of the comics. He's always a thug, cannibal, asshole, or a combination of the first three. Give him the Elephant Man characterization. That would be fun. That'd be a cool take. I hope so. Yeah, that's the point. Bizarre just summoned his lantern out of nowhere. Well, I mean, they pull John Stewart's power battery out of a pocket dimension in Justice League Season 2. I assume that's what he's doing here. Would you like to make DCAU toys? I don't really get what the question is with this one. I don't... You mean physically, like making custom toys, or do you mean like designing characters to be toys that someone else makes? I'll do the latter. I'm no good with physical art, really. Like sculpting and that kind of thing. Have you read the new Infinite Frontier comics? I have not. I'm very behind on current comics. I am still reading, like 2018 era Justice League. Just very slowly catching up. I'm on Multiversity in terms of New 52 stuff. I started reading from the start of that again. Ezra Miller Flash, more like dumb. That's, yeah, really good one there. I stopped watching Who when Capaldi fought those underwater ghost things. Sure. When will Watchtower Database get a live action adaptation? Good point. I don't know. One of the activity books on your list is being sold on Amazon for $5. Evildoers beware. Yeah, I'm sure that there are... you'll see the column on there that shows ones that I've ordered, ones that I have. I'm not prioritizing the coloring books and stuff until I have all the other ones. Because if I never get some of those, or if I only get one... a lot of those coloring books are just repeats of other coloring books with different covers, or like one extra... or combinations of other coloring books. So, if you could write post-Return of the Joker flashback Gotham, how would you pursue it? Would Batman be ultra brutal because of the Tim incident? Well, you'll just have to wait and see in Legacies of the DCAU eventually. What live-action movie superhero is your favorite? Batman. Who do I tag? I've done the green screen thing. DCAU Watchtower. That's Watchtower Database on Twitter. All right, let's get through this comic. Coloring books are more filler than... I would consider them much lower on the continuity totem pole than the books, and already the books are kind of questionable. The coloring books really are just kind of random stuff. There's one that has like a whole Starro story that contradicts the Justice League Adventures issue, which itself contradicts the Justice League in Batman Beyond episode. So it's just a mess. I will eventually get them. Terry, did I tell you how Diana and I rock the foundations of Wayne Manor, and she's one of the reasons I walk with a kid? Yeah, I saw you just mention this to Maddie the other day too. What's a new DCAU film you would want personally to be a Wally Hunter Solomon film? That would be fun. I want the Batman Beyond Blight movie. Okay, let me show you how we keep things hot in Brazil. Okay, so now she says it, or yeah, I was gonna say she spells it as if, did she say handsome? Yeah, but she spelled it wrong. Because Brazil would be with a Z, but I think, maybe it's just spelled that way when you say it in the language, but I'll do actual Z. Okay, I tweeted it. Let's check it out, man. I'm gonna turn on desktop sound. You're gonna hear double me, and I'm sorry. Did you actually though? I don't think you did. I don't think you did it right. It's not in my notifications. Well, desktop Twitter is that way, not on my phone though. A combination of different coloring books is the Justice League of Activity books. Yeah, I never understood. What are you talking about? Hang on. Yes, you followed me, but you did not. What in the world? Can I not see your tweets unless I follow you back? Oh, there we go. Oh, you did tag me. That's weird. Okay, hang on. It's not bad. It's not bad. There's still yet to be one that's made me like guffaw, you know? I need to guffaw. I need to spit my drink out. But it's a good approach. I'm pretty sure you're not the first person to put me in the Batman Beyond dancing thing. I'm sorry. You're not a failure. Don't think of it that way. You did good. You done well. You done just as well as anyone else has done. There's no. It's gotta stick out. Okay. What would be your pick for the best DCAU comic ever? I don't know, man. People are constantly asking me these, what's your favorite DCAU this thing, and I'm gonna have to rack my brain through hundreds of things. I like Batman Adventures Volume 2 and Gotham Adventures more than all the other comic runs. Good job, Robin. Good job, Robin. Good job, Robin. How do you do, fellow kids? Yes, it was Alex, but that's not. Wait for it, canon. Oh, wasn't there a Batman Beyond comic where Damian was the elderly mentor figure? Yeah, that was, I think, the Rebirth stuff. Yes, so not part of the DCU. Blah, 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 blah. Nothing happening, nothing happening, nothing happening, nothing happening. Green Arrow earlier. I hope I got a parachute arrow, but he doesn't actually use it, so that doesn't matter. Mama Arrow's little boy is ready for you. I like how these guys choose to like. Oh, are they talking to each other? Should we wait to high five? Like they're just going so slow. Okay, we can close the blast. Kawoom. What's your favorite DCAU? You know, I get asked this a lot. I like the DCAU. I've got a bunch of dumb ideas for that challenge, but I can't edit for the life of me. Well, that's not my problem. Well, I'm aware of it isn't canonical. I just wanted to ask if it existed. Yes, I'm pretty sure anyway. Best Robin? Me. I'm the best Robin. Look at me, I'm Robin now. What's the possibility of JL Infinity getting a limited animated series as sort of a short continuation to JLU? Your guess is as good as mine. None of the comics have ever been animated except for the holiday special and maybe one other one that I'm not thinking of. It's just not, I don't know. A lot of people want to see like, oh, it would be so easy to make a new season of a thing. Just animate this comic. But they're not gonna do that. It already exists. You already will know what's gonna happen. So I mean, the thought is there. It's good that people want that stuff. I think they see that, but I don't expect JL Infinity to be animated. I just think that it'll probably show people that they should do the JL reunion movie more than they already know. Batman the Long Halloween Part 2 is next Tuesday. I know. I have to read the entire Long Halloween somehow between now and then because I want to do the review for that one. How's the baby? Baby's good. Baby's real good. Yes, you are, James. I don't remember what you're talking about. Because my memory fails me sometimes. Want to know if I made it up in my head? You did not, I'm pretty sure. Just like Zabar is pretty sure he knows the Green Lantern Oath. I'm going to write down Zabar's GL uniform is the same as Hal Jordan's, signifying the how he's been one a long time / the era. Just something for me to chew on later. Okay, I think that's it. So not a lot to deal with this time. I didn't even go past one line, so I don't have to combine anything. So thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm not drawing today. Too much else to do this week. We're putting out if you haven't watched the Hawk Girl video that we put out a couple weeks ago, go do that. I'm really proud of it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's very much in the vein of the kind of more traditional classic Watchtower Database videos, voiceover, me going crazy, all that kind of stuff, and the recent 2 days ago's Batman The Adventures Continue Season 2 number 1 breakdown, all the Easter eggs, all that stuff. Go check that out as well. We are giving away it's right over there, or else I'd grab it, a copy of Season 1's trade paperback collection. All you have to do is comment on that video answering the question of the day. So you got to watch the video to find out what the question of the day is. And then by next video, I'll have randomly chosen one from the comments who answered the question. And then this coming week, we have, make sure you tune in tomorrow for Ted streaming video games. And Thursday, Maddie will be reading more of Justice League Red Justice, unless he finished the book, but I don't think he did. And Saturday, more timeline stuff. And then this coming Sunday, we'll be putting out a video on the Joel Schumacher influences on BTAS and vice versa. That's a fun one, comparing and contrasting all of the Two-Face stuff, Robin stuff, Riddler stuff, visuals, designs, all that kind of thing. We did one on the Burton movies a little while back. And then the one after that is the video that I'm working on this week, which is why I can't hang around for much longer, because I want to put as much effort into it as possible, is our Pride video for this year. Kind of a follow-up to 2019's Pride video. Maddie has put a lot of thought and hard work into the scripts and filming for it, and I'm going to be editing that one over the course of the next couple weeks. So stay tuned for all that stuff. Go watch the other videos if you haven't already. Your opinion on my green screen edit. I don't remember what one was yours. I'm sorry. That hour flew by really quickly. Yeah, it's been a bit. I like the Hawk Girl video. I dig the old school feel of it. Cool. I really like the way you've set up the breakdown this time with segments by Ted and Maddie. Yeah, we're going to try to be doing that every time now. Get us all three in those videos instead of just being me. The actor who plays him has been a part of a lot of DC projects. Long Halloween voices Calendar Man. Who are we talking about? I don't know. Oh, Michael Polka Dot Man. Okay. My answer on that video is the least I've ever second-guessed something. Awesome job as always. Looking forward to upcoming videos. Thanks. So much green in this panel. I know. So much green on your screen. Green screen, you might say. Yes, the Schumacher video is finally coming out. Is Justice League in Red Justice actually canon, or are you guys just reading it to see what fits? That's what all these streams are. Is reading stuff, playing video games, taking notes on everything that we haven't covered on the channel yet to see if it'll canon, see if it'll work for future timeline videos, other topics that we want to cover. Just spent $300 on B-Test at Steel City Con. Wow, that's a lot of money. I spent a similar amount of money on a bunch of action figures and comics on my birthday weekend. If they did, Paget Brewster would probably voice Poison Ivy again. Here's hoping they actually give her some seductive dialogue. Why hire someone with such a sexy voice if you aren't gonna? She's a pretty lady. I look forward to it. You were the jocker, baby. I was the jocker, huh? I see. You corrected yourself. Batman Forever and Batman and Robin will be ignored in the Flash movie since Keaton was not in those. It could take place before them. I don't know. All right, well, goodbye, everybody. I'll see you in a couple weeks for JLU number 7. And have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.